on God. And you know that. You know that.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Straight lady girlfriend around the way. We have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with a Baddie I Love You Purr reunion part 3, child. Finally, we are here, and these girls are turned up still, y'all. Let's just hop right into it. Before we do so, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because it helps you on the YouTube algorithm. So Zeus gave us a little recap like they always do, and we right back into the bullshit, girl. So Trizzy, aka what is his name, girl? I forgot what his name was. Oh, Dingaling, he walks up to Davion when Hot Wheels rolled up on him and punches him, girl. Davion got blood all in his mouth, girl. He busted all open. And it's like Dingaling is just on one. I don't even understand where all this emotion is coming from. Then, you know, he was just like, yeah, you know why I hit you? Because Hot Wheels told me that you smacked him in the face. I was there that night. That's why I hit you, bro. And then Davion don't have nothing to say. He's just like, you know, he's just kind of discombobulated from that punch from Trizzy, to be honest with you. And then, so at the same time, Hot Wheels is steady going off like, yeah, get this hoe off the stage. Get this hoe off the stage. Because like, girl, he's mad. I feel like every time Davion tried to talk, Trizzy, or not Trizzy, Hot Wheels was just like, no, I'm not having it. Get him off the stage. So Hot Wheels tried to say like, oh well, if it's either him or me or whatever the case, you know, or I'm leaving the set. And he was like, everybody was like, Joseline was like, roll out, but really dismissive, like roll out or whatever. He's like wheeling off or whatever. And then he's like, I'll tell you one thing, somebody else say one more, say roll out, I'm airing everybody on the internet or whatever the case. And everybody unanimously just was like, roll out, which is like, you know, so funny but terrible at the same time. Okay, roll out, me and my homies, we about that. Yo, Ludacris back in the day was sitting them braids, them things, like what was he saying? Yeah, so I just feel like, child, Hot Wheels don't stand a chance. Hot Wheels did not stand a chance. I don't even know why he said that. He just have to assert himself on whatever way he can, because he just feels like, you know, he's unable to defend himself in the way that he used to, girl. So they all save her out. Joseline really had it. Joseline was gunning for Hot Wheels. Joseline did not save for Hot Wheels. Did not. And it was apparent. Island Boy comes back on the stage with his green. I'm like, okay, Island Boy, you better give it up for prosperity. He comes out, girl, after his bump. And he is just turned up. That's why you botch, Bobby, botch, I'm gonna end you. He's ready to just go off because now he's turned up at this point. Bobby's like, you had 3 outfit changes and you still look a mess, girl. What were those outfit changes? Like the airport outfit? Like, were they real outfit changes? I don't know. The only person I seen with outfit changes was the girl on Joseline's Cabaret, and I can't remember her name, but I remember she came out with them outfits. Bobby is still screaming, I'm rich, I'm still rich, I'm still rich. Island Boy is still screaming, I had you fooled, I had you fooled, which is like really not a flex, Island Boy, because if that really is your game and your scam, girl, the people are gonna be on to you, sir. So they try to hit a reset, and you know, Jason is trying to get the story out of Davion, and Davion, where you want me to start? Start from the fucking beginning and keep going. Like, Davion is so slow. He had a hard time articulating himself. It kind of like made me feel like, girl, I don't even want to hear what you got to say, because like, get to it. Get into the meat and potatoes. What happened and what happened and what's the timeline? Joseline wasn't really here for Davion either. He was giving it up like, yeah, well, how could you be on a show with him thinking that y'all was going to be together? He was like, oh, we was dealing with each other before the show, you know, in the hotel, but that was one day before the hotel. He was like, I just wasn't in the mindset, in the space to be dealing with anybody, and I told him that, but he kept flirting with me and this, that, and the third. And Jason wasn't trying to hear it. Jason wasn't trying to hear it. Bobby was like, no, go ahead, let him speak. Jason kept interrupting. And Davion's so slow. All right, so where you want me to start from? Every time he got interrupted, it's like, okay, so where you want me to start? Girl, start where you left off at. Keep up. I wasn't into Davion. He was the slowest talkingest, most beating around the bush is fucking late ass receipts. Like, I don't got time for that. I want somebody who's gonna come, here's the facts, here's what happened, here's in between, girl. I seen a meme the other day, normalize getting the point when talking to me, child, because I don't have the time to be going through a whole bunch of fodder. Then Hot Wheels Will's over to him, and they kind of like got into a little scuffle, if you will, girl. The look on Joseline's face was just like, I can't believe this. I could believe either Hot Wheels Tony got a temper on him. Bobby is going off, picking up Andre. Every time I was with Andre, we always went to the strip club. I ain't never had to spend on money on anything. He spent money on me, and he ate my ASS, and we was having fun. We was tricking off in the club, and Andre did his big one, and this and that. Andre sitting there looking like, you know, he ain't saying nothing. I like Andre. I thought Andre was so corny, but I like him. I like him, and it's always like that for me anyway. Always be the one that be like, and they be the one that you supposed to be with. You get what I'm saying? Like, girl, I like Andre. He looked good. He didn't come out of character. He came there, he collected his check, and he did. Bobby is Zooty. Bobby is Zooty Boots. Bobby is, whew, Bobby was out of control. He's emotional, and he was drunk, and he was hot. Like, it was a lot, okay, girl. Bobby was off of it. If, you know, he ain't never denied his allegations, but girl, it's giving like it's giving like very apparent, you know, baby, turn around and let me see that sexy body go bum bum bum. It's giving that bad, real bad. He was trying to read the text messages, couldn't even keep up. I couldn't keep up because it's like too much going on. Joseline was trying to reel him in, but throwing shots on the low, like just messy. Bobby was hurt. Bobby was crying. And, you know, I came on this show looking for love, and all you did was play me and this, that, and the third. So Claudia's like, oh, so your heart is broke. He broke your heart. And he was like, beyond, girl. When he said that, I lost it. Like, I don't know why that was so funny to me. Girl, I was in here rolling. There were several moments where I was just busting out laughing. Like, this was comedy. They put on a show. And I see why they used the circus, because this shit was right here. You couldn't make it up. You could not make this up. Now, I'm sure it was a whole bunch of stuff that was planted and produced, and this right here gave a lot. Bobby's crying all emotional. He walks off the stage. She's like, I can't even deal with this. So then when Bobby walked off the stage, Trissy gets all up like, no, because you was here for love. It was people that was here for you, and this and the third. And then Bobby comes back onto the stage. Girl, Bobby needs shoulder pads. I cannot with these little shoulder things. And he inches and pooches his way back onto the stage. He was like, no, because this, that, and the third. And what happened? So I don't think Bobby was realizing like that Trissy was really upset. He walked up on him like, oh, so you about to do that to me? And Trissy snuck him. Trissy hauled off and like just hit him. And Bobby was in disbelief. Like, he ate it. But you could tell it was like, y'all really gonna let him sneak me? Y'all gonna let him sneak me? And then from there it was up. Trissy was like, I don't care who it is, ain't nobody gonna disrespect me, or whatever. And then Bobby had said some really ugly things, really ugly. I hope you die. You know, just and then apparently as a terminal illness, it's still unclear. I don't know if it's sickle cell, cancer. I'm hearing so many things, kidney failure, child. Who knows at this point what it is? If y'all know, drop down in the comments. Bobby is just going off like, you mad at me because I didn't fall in love with you, Trissy? Because it wasn't you? Like, are you serious or whatever? He was like, yeah, who was with you every day? Or whatever the case, girl. Bobby leaves. I do want to say one thing. When Trissy punched him, oh, he sobered up. That man has sobered up. Like, oh shit, like he sobered up for real. He goes to the trailer, girl. He's talking to B. B is, you know, he got his hair wrapped up or whatever the case. B is a mess. B is a fool. B is a mess. To his trolley, he comes back, girl, with his do-rag. Okay, he had to make sure because his little hair was sticking up in the back. Girl, Bobby was going through it. And I watched this interview with Cash, and it's here on YouTube with this girl. I think her name is Dara the Doll. I'm new to learning about her. She was doing reviews on Instagram apparently. She did a long interview with Cash, and Cash said that he was already with Jameson. He had confirmed that, but he said he didn't want to tell Bobby at the time that him and Jameson were together because of everything that Bobby had gone through. And I see what he meant by that, because Bobby was an emotional mess. He really truly was. Bobby come back on the stage. Okay, so do-rag Bobby comes back out, And Trizzy's like, tell the truth, because you had already F Andre the first night that the show aired or whatever the case. And Gohard just starts crying because like he was like, no, that's crazy, that's messed up that you had already F'd him. The show should have been over at this point, and da 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 da, this, that, and the third. And like Gohard, I feel like, bruh, what are you crying for? Like, you hold with Jameson. Like, I don't get that. I don't get it. It didn't make sense to me. Then you know, Gohard was just like, no, because it was people that was here for you. Bobby was like, yeah, so what? We fooled around, we had a little fun, it doesn't matter, I was drunk, it was the first night. Andre just sitting there like yo, Andre is cool as a cucumber, do you hear me? Yeah. And another thing, Trizzy was trying to go off, and you keep calling him a stupid immigrant. My family's from, we're all from immigrants. We got Mexican immigrants. We got, like, my grandma's from France. Like, shut up, bro. Like, you mad for something completely different. Don't try to make this a fucking legislation, the fucking immigration politics, because this is not that, but go off, sis. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, because I do recognize that there is, you know, stigma that comes along with moving from you know, a different country to America and things of that nature. And if y'all know me, y'all know that's not who I am. But I just feel like Trizzy in that moment, no, Gohard just says that I feel like he should not have had Gohard says that I feel like he should not have messed around with everybody. He's all fake emotional. Crouton says, you know, oh, well, you know, I was very clear about my sexual assault, and Dimitri has made several sexual advances with me, and I don't find it appropriate, and I just wish that he stopped. And if it's okay with you all, and if you're comfortable with it, I would like to have a fair one, a one-on-one. Like, Crouton. Jason's like, no, we're not doing that. We're past that point of the show. Like, girl, they trying to wrap it up. Crouton, read the room, asking for permission. Colgate, so cute, so cute. Wishing you much success, Colgate. You handle yourself like a class act. You know, he was like, yo, we did this. We made history. You know, we made history, y'all, and I just want to leave it on that. I like Colgate. He's so cute. Jesus. Big Purr says, you know, I didn't say anything, but I just felt some type of way about the fat shaming. You know, I'm a bigger man. I was expecting some fat jokes. I just wasn't expecting it from Bobby. Bobby, apparently, I said some things in the confessional about, you know, being suffocated by him and eating up all the food or whatever the case. And Big Purr said he was hurt by that. And the boy was just shaking his head, yeah, like whatever. A lot of it's, I'm sure it's TV, but you know, nobody wants to be fat shamed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's never it. That's never cool. Rolling Ray and Hot Wheels hug it out, which I feel like was it was awkward for me to watch. It was a little awkward for me to really truly watch. Then Bobby tries to come back out and sneak the stage, like his own stage. Like, imagine that, sneak his own stage with water, throwing it at Trizzy, and you know, whatever. Bobby and Trizzy still go at it. Then Trizzy and Bobby tries to apologize to each other, or they extend the opportunity to happen. Trizzy was like, nah, I'm not apologizing. You just told me you wanted me to DIE. Like, I'm not doing it right now. Then they have Joseline has a serious moment with Trizzy and just says, you know what? You was in that house, you were smiling, you were so happy, and this whole time you were dealing with something serious. And I want to really know about your sickness or your illness or whatever. He gave him an opportunity. He fumbled. He just said, you know what? Shit happens in life. And that was the end. Like, okay, you so mad you can't even, you know, share with the fans what's actually happening so we can have a little bit more context, but go off. They have this weird exchange where they hug, and then was like, you know, he was just like, I didn't mean to hurt you. You know, I never wanted to hurt you in this way. And then he's like, no, I can't, Bobby. This is Bobby. And then they hug or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, these guys are really weird. They're weird for real. When they hug, Bobby comes back on stage and was like, no, he's still playing. He's still acting stupid. Run said some last words and was basically like, you know what? I did that. Y'all should have been in the room. You know, we had a good time. Me and Bobby, it was a good run. Tracks, his last words were something about the gay community, and they already think that we act a certain way, and I just wish that we didn't act this way, and yada yada yada. Like, Tracks, shut the fuck up. Not like that, but girl, shut up. Who else? Hercules says, yo, I'm disappointed in everybody here. I wouldn't bring no one here to meet my family, and this, that, and the third. He seems very like elitist a little bit. Psych, no, let me not. I don't know, maybe he is, but just like I would, you guys are just disgusting. I'm so disappointed. Like, girl, it happens, get over it. Claudia has this big long discussion like, you guys did this, and you know, I want us to get along as, you know, gay men, and yada yada yada. Jason chimes in and was like, yeah, Claudia's trying to have a moment, so I need to, you know, I need to make sure I clean this up and wrap this up. And doing so, he just says that, you know, Trax lead us out with a song, and then they sing Baddie, I love you, Purr. Bobby starts twerking. He's walking up the set like, girl, it's giving athlete. What we doing after this? A mess. A mess. Entertaining, but very much a mess, girl. What y'all think about this season? Was this season better than Bad Boys? Of course it was. You had to vote yes. Make sure you like this video. Also, I just seen that Bobby Lights and Armand were hanging out in Miami the other day, so it's safe to say that Bobby probably ain't dealing with Miss Joseline anymore, and they're gonna have an interview. I can't wait to see and get all the real tea, y'all. So make sure y'all subscribe, because I will be reviewing that. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.